Northern Ireland, as terror returns to the streets. We'll have the latest from the scene, all the political reaction, and we're joined in the studio by the Secretary of State, Shaun Woodward.
Before all that, the news with Maxine Mulwin. Maxine.
John, thank you. Good morning. The Prime Minister, Gordon Brown, has condemned an attack on an army base in Northern Ireland, which has killed 2 soldiers. 4 others, including 2 pizza delivery men, were also injured in the shooting at the Mazarine barracks in Antrim. Sinn Féin has issued a statement saying the attack was wrong and counterproductive. Mark Simpson reports.
Police say the gunmen were intent on mass murder. They shot 6 people, 4 soldiers and 2 pizza delivery men. This is what happened. The gang followed 2 pizza delivery vans to the front of the Antrim army base and then waited for the soldiers to come out. It was a planned attack on a heavily fortified barracks. 2 gunmen were involved. They opened fire with automatic rifles. A 3rd man was waiting in a getaway car. Police believe dissident Republicans were behind the attack, which left 2 young soldiers dead.
These are soldiers who would have been going to Afghanistan indeed last evening and were in the final stages of preparation to deploy to Afghanistan. And the murder that was perpetrated here last night is in stark contrast to what those men were trying to do and would have been doing.
In recent months, dissident Republicans have stepped up their attacks. 3 days ago, Northern Ireland's Chief Constable warned they were determined to kill and try to wreck the peace process. The Prime Minister says that will not be allowed to happen.
Our first priority has always been the security of people in Northern Ireland, and we'll do everything in our power to make sure that Northern Ireland is safe and secure, and I assure you that we will bring these murderers to justice.
So far, no arrests have been made. Dissident Republicans are small in number and have virtually no public support, but they proved last night they still pose a significant threat.
Well, Mark joins me now live from outside Mazarine barracks in Antrim. Mark, what's the latest from there?
The latest is that statement from the Sinn Féin President, Gerry Adams, saying that what happened here in Antrim last night was wrong and counterproductive. That means politicians now on all sides have condemned what happened here. In fact, in the last couple of minutes, Northern Ireland's First Minister, Peter Robinson, has just arrived at the scene. I think what happened here last night is yet another stark reminder that Northern Ireland may have a thriving peace process, but it definitely still doesn't have peace.
Mark, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, waking up to the news this morning that 2 British soldiers had been shot dead, you expect the next word in the sentence to be either Iraq or Afghanistan, but not Northern Ireland, not anymore. However, in a grim reminder of our recent past, men of violence, whether with balaclavas and Armalites or not, have done their worst, raising questions about what next. Well, the Northern Ireland Secretary, Shaun Woodward, has been at the scene this morning and he joins us live now from Belfast. Shaun Woodward, thanks very much for being with us. First of all, your reaction to what's happened.
I think, like everybody in Northern Ireland, I'm absolutely horrified by the events of last night. It's, without question, a pre-planned attempt of mass murder of off-duty soldiers and civilians. This is absolutely despicable, and we have to find these people and bring them to justice.
Who do you believe was behind this?
Well, I want to be careful about speculating on this at the moment, but what's perfectly clear is this is dissident activity by the small number of people who still remain wedded to the idea that somehow the peace of Northern Ireland can be stopped. It can't be. People of Northern Ireland have turned their backs on the past. They want a different, peaceful future that's prosperous. They don't want this. It has no place here. These people have no support in the community. Regrettably, their cowardly actions stand in marked contrast to the bravery of these young men who were murdered last night. And I have to say this, John, these young men were actually here about to go to Afghanistan. Most of their regiment had actually already gone. They were literally hours away having a last pizza before they went last night. They were going out to bring peace to the world, to do humanitarian work. The cowards